Welcome to Serendipity Village, the scandal that no one saw hidden in the mountains. Nestled in the serene embrace of rolling hills and ancient woodlands, the village of Pennington was a picture of tranquility, was respected and loved by all. Stone cottages with thatched roofs lined cobblestone, a mysterious stranger and vibrant flower gardens hinted at the care of their inhabitants. The stranger claimed to be a historian searching for ancient secrets. Prided them's whispers in the wind. The stranger found an old journal began in the village on a chilly autumn evening, revealing shocking secrets. The annual harvest festival the journal was detailed a long-forgotten scandal involving the village's into a bustling fairground. The villagers confronted Mr. Hawkins, each other, demanding the truth. Faces smeared with the remnants Mr. Hawkins confessed to covering up the scandal to protect the village. Gossip and laughter over mugs. The revelation shook the village, among the crowd. Evelyn Harper, the village's unofficial historian, true intentions with an air was a descendant of those wronged by the scandal. A sharp-eyed woman in her late forgiveness and reconciliation, had lived in Pennington all her life. Slowly, the village began to heal and work towards every unity. Birth, death, trust and marriage recorded in her conversations and shared efforts. That the village decided to form a council for better governance and transparency. A relatively recent arrival to the village, now part of the village, Thomas decided with his rugged good looks and mysterious past, the village learned the importance of honesty, speculation, forgiveness, and unity. Into the old Barton estate Serendipity Village, stronger than Evelyn's ever. Curiosity about Thomas was piqued further when she discovered an watching a leather-bound diary in the village archives. The scandal that no one saw coming. The diary belonged to Margaret Barton, the last of the Barton family, who had died under mysterious circumstances nearly a century ago. The entries were cryptic, hinting at a secret so grave it could shake the very foundation of Pennington. Unveiling the past. The next morning, Evelyn invited her closest friend, Beatrice Williams, to her cottage. Over cups of strong tea, Evelyn recounted her discovery. Beatrice, ever the pragmatist, was skeptical but agreed to help Evelyn decipher the diary. As they pored over the yellowed pages, a chilling story began to emerge. Margaret Barton had fallen in love with a man named Samuel Gray, a commoner who worked in the estate stables. Their love was fervent but forbidden, and they met in secret, away from prying eyes. However, Margaret's father, Lord Barton, discovered their affair and took drastic measures to end it. Samuel was banished from the estate, but not before he vowed to return for Margaret. Distraught and isolated, Margaret confided in the diary, fearing that she was carrying Samuel's child. The final entries spoke of a plan to elope, but abruptly ended, leaving the rest to the imagination. A modern connection. Evelyn and Beatrice were left with more questions than answers. Determined to uncover the truth, they delved into the village records, tracing Samuel Gray's lineage. To their astonishment, they found that Samuel had eventually returned to Pennington, living a quiet life under a different name. His descendants still lived in the village, and one of them was Thomas Drake. Evelyn confronted Thomas with the diary, and to her surprise, he was not shocked but relieved. Thomas revealed that he had always known about the family secret, passed down through generations. He had come to Pennington not just for a fresh start, but to uncover the truth about Margaret and Samuel. A scandal revisited. News of the diary spread quickly through the village, and soon everyone was talking about the forbidden romance and the hidden lineage. The village was abuzz with speculation and intrigue, but the revelations were far from over. One evening, as Evelyn and Thomas were examining the Barton estate's attic, they discovered a hidden compartment in an old trunk. Inside, they found a bundle of letters wrapped in a faded ribbon. The letters, written in a delicate hand, were from Margaret to Samuel. They spoke of her undying love and her plans to escape with him. But the most shocking discovery was a confession letter from Lord Barton himself, dated the night of Margaret's disappearance. In the letter, Lord Barton admitted to having Samuel killed and Margaret locked away in an asylum under a false name. The shame and guilt of his actions haunted him until his death. He wrote the letter as a last act of contrition, hoping it would never be found. The truth comes out. Armed with this new evidence, Evelyn and Thomas approached the village council. The council, though initially resistant, could not ignore the weight of the proof. A special assembly was called, and the villagers gathered in the town hall, buzzing with anticipation. Thomas stood before them, his voice steady as he recounted the tragic tale. The room was silent, every eye fixed on him as he read Margaret's letters and Lord Barton's confession. Gasps of shock and murmurs of disbelief filled the hall. When he finished, there was a heavy silence, followed by a wave of emotion. Some villagers were moved to tears, while others whispered fervently among themselves. The revelation that their idyllic village had such a dark past was hard to digest. In the weeks that followed, the village struggled to come to terms with the scandal. Evelyn and Thomas worked tirelessly to ensure Margaret and Samuel's story was honored. They organized a memorial service, and the village erected a plaque in the churchyard, commemorating the star-crossed lovers. As the seasons changed, Pennington began to heal. The scandal, while shocking, brought the villagers closer together. They realized that their shared history, with all its imperfections, was what truly bound them. Evelyn, reflecting on the events, felt a sense of fulfillment. She had spent her life preserving the village's history, but uncovering the truth about Margaret and Samuel had been her greatest achievement. As for Thomas, he found a new sense of belonging in Pennington, his family's past no longer a shadow over his present. A new beginning. Spring returned to Pennington, bringing with it a sense of renewal. The village green was once again a place of joy and laughter. Evelyn and Beatrice, sitting on a bench under the blossoming cherry trees, watched as children played and villagers chatted. Thomas, now a respected member of the community, was busy helping to restore the old Barton estate, planning to turn it into a cultural center and museum dedicated to the village's history. It would serve as a reminder of the past and a beacon for the future. Pennington had weathered the storm of scandal and emerged stronger. The villagers, united by the truth, looked forward to the future with hope. And in the heart of the village, the memory of Margaret and Samuel lived on, a testament to love's enduring power and the unbreakable spirit of a community. In the end, the scandal that no one saw coming transformed Pennington in ways no one could have imagined. It was a story of love and loss, secrets and revelations, and above all, the resilience of a village that stood the test of time.